Hello everyone. Welcome to Green Ads Global's official YouTube page. Let's now get a rundown on how to use the Chatbot builder on the Telinfy website. Now let's get on with it. First, open the Channels tab. Users can go to Channels and select their WhatsApp account and navigate yourself to the Chatbot option. Select your channel. Click on the Chatbot section. Click on Create Chatbot. Before creating a chatbot, please note the below points. Each chatbot can be designed for a certain set of keywords. These keywords, once entered by your users, will trigger the chatbot. Type in the name for the identification of your chatbot. The chatbot name is just a reference for us to identify the chatbot. It won't be visible to the customers. Type in the keywords. You can edit the chatbot flow after saving it and even add new keywords for it. Our Telinfy platform allows users to create a chatbot without any coding experience. So now I am creating a simple chatbot to showcase our products. In this chatbot, I will be creating a greeting message and collecting some basic information from the client. Once it is done, I will be sharing the selected product details with the customer. The text/media node. The primary use of this node is to ask a question and get a response from the end user. Throughout the chatbot journey, we might need to ask different queries and get details from the customer. For this, we can use the text/media node. To edit the node, you have to double-click the text or media, so the node workspace will be visible to the right of your chatbot editor. Steps for editing the text/media node. Enter your question text. In this situation, we will be typing, "Thank you for visiting our WhatsApp account. Please tell me your name." The maximum number of characters supported in question text is 4096. By toggling Accept Media Response, let customers share multimedia like images, videos, PDFs, etc. The variable option, which is used for reports and conditions with a limit of 20 characters, is used to configure the chatbot reports. That is, once we give a name in the variable option. Once the chatbot is completed and used by your customers, the data that they enter as a response to the question that you asked, the same can be generated as an Excel report with the heading that you have given in the variable part. After editing, click Save. For example, if we are asking the customer's location, when we download the chatbot reports, we can see their location under the location columns. For more information, we have done a separate tutorial for the variable part, which you can view below. That is it for the text/media node. Next comes the list node. The header section is where we can input a text header of up to 60 characters. Next comes the body, where we can enter the message, which will be sent along with the buttons. The footer text is the same text content that will be displayed below the main content. This message is a direction or a request that we share with the end user. The button text is the text that will be shown for the customer to click and open the messages. The list can have multiple sections. You can give the section name so that the customer will be able to differentiate between different sections. Under each section, you can have rows and a row description. You can have up to 10 rows in total in a list. You can click New Row to add new rows and add new sections to add sections. If you have to add more rows, you need to give the More option as a row and then create a new list node for the More option. After editing, click Save. Coming to the button node. The button node is primarily used to display 3 different options for a customer to choose from. By turning on the media header, we can input media as a header to the button node. We can include images, videos, and documents. Next comes the body, where we can enter the message, which will be sent along with the buttons. The footer text is the same text content that will be displayed below the main content. This message is a direction or a request that we share with the end user. Then comes the variable. Once we give a name in the variable option, once the chatbot is completed and used by your customers, the data that they enter as a response to the question that you asked can be generated as an Excel report with the heading that you have given in the variable part. Then we can enter the 3 buttons that we need the customers to choose from. After editing, click Save, and then comes the message node. The message node is primarily used to include any messages or multimedia at the start, end, or in between the chatbot. On the other hand, you want to send multiple messages as a reply to a customer's input. For this, you can use this node. This node is greatly useful for sending multiple images, videos, or PDF as a reply to a single input from the customer's end. The message node contains different media, like audio, video, images, and documents. You can add multimedia by just clicking on the corresponding options. The Conditions and Apps option is currently rolling out in the new version update, where you can give conditions for the chat flow, which will be covered in a new video. Click on the top right hand on the screen to watch that video. We can connect the nodes at the end using the connecting lines, or share it with us for any queries. Finally, you have to save the chatbot to complete the process. If not, save the progression. The export option helps you export the chat flow that you have done so that you can import it And finally, after exporting, you can go back to the chatbot section under Channels section. There, you can find an option to choose the chatbots you wish to keep active. If you want to run multiple chatbots at a time, then you can activate the chatbots. And that's the end of the video.